Hey, I'm Alex. Welcome to Future X Present, where we take a logical approach to today's market by blending real-time price action with historical data and technical setups. My goal is simple, to help you better understand how today's moves shape tomorrow's opportunities. Whether you're here for actionable setups or deeper insights into how the market moves, this is where we build confidence in each trade. Let's get it. Alright, let's jump into today's technical analysis. In this video, we'll be focusing on some large cap names that have solid setups right now. We already discussed the ES Futures forecast in the previous video, so make sure to check that out if you're looking for more detailed context on the SPY futures. Now, let's get into some individual stock setups you don't want to miss. Alright, let's kick things off with AMD. It's been showing some relative strength lately, which is impressive, given the broader market weakness. Even as ES Futures closed at their range low yesterday, AMD and NVDA managed to close in the green. What does this tell us? AMD is moving on its own right now. It's following its own path. We just had our first close above 172 in a while, and this puts AMD in a gap area. If the market holds up, AMD can easily move up to 177, where we'll meet some strong resistance at around 180.54. Now here's the critical part. Any consolidation above 180.54 would be a strong signal that AMD has more room to run. But there's a potential for a failed breakout near 188, so keep a close eye on that. My question for you is, what's your take on AMD? Are you bullish on its strength, or are you cautious given the broader market conditions? Let me know in the comments. Next up is Apple. Apple is one of those names I've been using for reversals and pivots lately. Here's what I'm watching. The key support level to hold is 220.59. If Apple breaks down below that, my first target would be 217.50. And if the selling pressure continues, I'll be looking for 213.06. But seriously guys, I've been using Apple as sort of a leading indicator. So keep those levels marked and watch out for reversals and pivots within the market. Now the upside for Apple, we have levels at 227.52 and 222.99. So if Apple bounces, those are the areas I'll be watching for a potential reversal. So for those trading Apple, how are you trading it? Are you buying the dips or waiting for the confirmation above 222? Drop a comment and let me know. Alright, now let's talk about NVIDIA. This stock has been showing a very clear relative strength, much like AMD. I got my eye on 129.79 as a potential entry point. The critical support level here is 125.60. This was a resistance level that flipped into support. So as long as it holds, I'm still holding on to my bullish bias with it. If we stay above 125.60, my targets are 128.31, 129.79, and 133.72. Those would be solid profit taking areas for any longs. But if we break below 125.60, the weak structure below could lead to a very quick drop down to 119.79, 115.60, and possibly as low as 108.12. Now, do you think NVIDIA has more room to run, or do you see some downside risk? Alright, Microsoft. It's been one of the weakest of the Mag 8 stocks lately, breaking below its trend line. The key level to hold here is 104.58. There is a small imbalance at 107.24 that I expect to get filled soon. If we get that gap fill and recover above 416.98, that will be the signal to start adding long positions. From there, I'll be targeting the imbalance fill at 424. But if we break below 416.98, I'll be looking for a move down to the next major support at 401.79. Now Tesla is one of the more interesting setups right now. We got trendline support and major level just above that. Right now it's currently at an imbalance zone, which means we could see some quick moves in this area. My targets are 265.10, 270, and 278.98 on the upside. The key stop level here is 233.85. Even if we drop to that level, the inverse head and shoulders pattern would still be valid. Next up is BABA. Based on volume, BABA could still have some breakout coming. If we break below 105.55, I'm looking to short this down to 99.27, with potential runners to 87.50 to fill the imbalance below. This setup makes BABA a great short opportunity if we see that breakdown. Now, this last move on silver today got me looking at it again. It completes its breakout retest this week and it looks like a solid long-term play. I'm looking to add at 27.15 with a tight stop at 26.50. I'm still bullish on silver and believe it will eventually catch up to the move we've seen in gold. What do you guys think? Is that wishful thinking with silver? Are you guys a buyer here? Or are you guys waiting for a better entry? This is a slow mover, so I'm looking for longer term contracts or even commons with SLV. Now, as for the forecast, we've reviewed this in detail in the previous video, so I won't spend too much time on it today. If you missed it, you can definitely go back and check that out for more context. The key levels and this range are still in play, and I'll continue watching confirmation on those. That wraps up for today's market breakdown. We've covered the main market moves and the technical setups for individual stocks for the week ahead. What's your take? Are you still leaning bullish or bearish after today's analysis? Drop a comment below and let me know. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss future breakdowns. My goal is to bring more value to your trading while making every video better than the previous one. So drop any comments and I'll see you in the next one.